Confessions.
Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to episode 76 of Drunken Confessions, hashtag shit show. End of the year shit show.
At least we're honest now.
Right.
Yeah, I've come to terms. I've grown over this year. I think we were all forced to.
I think everybody.
COVID's forced us all to grow.
I was gonna say,
Yeah, let's not talk about that, okay?
Okay, all right, have it your way. So thanks for everyone for joining us. Of course, I am your host, Amy, along with Cass, our other host. I'm joined with my husband, Jeremy. We got Dave and Stephanie with us tonight.
Hey, y'all.
How's everyone doing? Everyone's got their
can't figure
drinks
out how
full.
to start this stupid trying to share it, and it's not showing up, and I'm not getting my watch party thing going. Do they still have that? Did I
Yeah.
miss something?
No, they still have it.
It's just operator error, of course.
Sorry, Cass.
No, I mean for what it's worth, Cass, that's been appearing and disappearing off my phone as well.
Okay, thank you, Dave. Wow, if Dave has my back, then it's a really fucked up night. Let me tell you.
No, it really is.
Is it Google with all their
sticking up
problems?
for me? The stars are really off right now if Dave's sticking up for me. Cheers.
That's right. The Christmas
I know,
star is coming.
let me recant that.
Yeah, take it back. I
don't want to throw the universe.
No.
There's enough crazy shit in the. You know what? Hashtag 2020. Anything is
Yeah.
possible this year.
That's true.
Anything's
Anything's
possible. Just as long as that
It's
doesn't
okay.
go into 2021, I'll be
Dude,
fine.
I saw the worst meme today. They think they were like, "Hey, you think 2020 is bad? Wait till it turns 21 and it can drink."
Yep, I saw that one.
Jeez.
True.
I like the one that says, "Here's 2020," and then 2021 comes up and says, "Hold my beer."
Yeah.
I'm like, no,
Please don't. Please.
No.
no, don't do it.
I don't think any of us can handle anymore. You know?
Yeah,
I don't think
I
so.
agree.
I'm
starting to
full.
wonder about
I'm
this.
good.
Yeah.
I'm almost at capacity. I'm not, but I'd rather not push it.
Right. So since the last time I've been on the show, my mom got COVID.
Yeah, that's awful.
Yeah, it was really like scary. She has like 3 out of the 4 like underlying conditions that if you have them, like it's really bad. But luckily, you know, she is fine now. Like she's recovering still, but she is on the other side. She's good. So thank the stars for that
Yay.
one.
And more importantly, she had me go check on her mom while she
I
had
did.
COVID.
So when your mom calls you at 4 a.m. in the morning and is like, she's like, me and my roommate are really sick. The EMT is on the way. She's just like giving me all this information. And she's like, the ambulance is here. I have to let you go. And she hangs up on me. And then she doesn't answer her phone.
Ooh.
Mm-mm.
Well, and I'm a lot closer to her mom than she is, obviously. And so, I mean, distance-wise, obviously.
Yeah.
And so I went over and basically had her on the phone while I'm beating on the door like I'm trying to serve a search warrant in St. Louis.
Yeah.
It was pretty entertaining. It was, and then somebody finally answered the door. And they were not happy, and I was like, so I told him, like, I hope your mom and her roommates don't hate me because I pounded on the door until somebody woke up and I got an answer for her.
Nope. When I talked to my mom next, I was like, you would have done the same thing to me, Mom. So don't get indignant. And she was like, I wasn't going to. You're right. I would have. I'm like, okay. But yay. So yay for
yay. Cheers to your mom that she's doing better.
Cheers.
She's on the mend.
Pink.
Woo.
Thank you for the sound effects, Dave. It wouldn't have been the same without them.
Right.
Now I'm actually sad that I stuck up for you. That
I
See
knew
what
it wouldn't take
happens
long.
when-
I knew it wouldn't take long, so that's all right.
When anybody's nice to Cass, we always just regret it right away.
I
Right.
do.
Why? I'm a nice person.
Did you hear that?
I'm sorry.
Fuck you guys in your whole Christmas spirit.
Like, have you been hanging out with like the Trump legal
I
defense
hope
team?
three
Like, what's
spirits
going on?
come visit all you.
So just like any other Wednesday night for me.
Right.
Like
Right.
I scored.
Oh my God, I can't remember if I shared that one with you guys. They were like, imagine you're laying in bed one night and then all of a sudden like a ghost and like a younger more professional looking,
Yeah.
like more put together version of you appears at the foot of your bed, and the ghost says, "And this is what will happen if you don't change your ways," and then poof, gone, and you're like, what what?
Right.
I need more info. Come back.
Vogue.
Right.
Yeah, but I mean, COVID's been a serious thing, dude. Like, I've got a friend of mine who literally attended a Zoom double funeral
Ugh.
for her
Oh.
aunt and uncle that
Oh,
died within 2
no.
days of each other. So I mean, people, wear your damn masks. The vaccine, yes, it's being shipped, but let's be honest, it went out via FedEx, so it's going to be in Oak Park for the next 2 months.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's going to be a minute.
Well, and
It's
also,
in so short supply anyway. So.
yeah, and they're saying that like us normies,
yeah,
aren't
we're the
really-
last on the list.
Yeah, we're not going to get anything until like June or July
The summer,
at the
yeah,
earliest.
at the earliest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, the people that really need it should get it first, and I understand.
Oh, I
that.
agree. The healthcare workers, frontline
yeah.
workers.
Although,
Well, please stop picking your noses.
or I was going to say, so just putting on my Jeremy conspiracy theory hat for a second. So the one thing that does concern
No, the
me
truth.
So the one thing that does concern me is they cut a lot of corners when it comes to getting this approved. And so like they normally want about 6 months worth of data, because that's usually if any serious side effects are going to show up, they're going to show up in the first 6 months. And they only did 2 months worth of study. And so who are we giving it to first? The military, frontline responders, and hospital workers.
Yeah,
So
we're
something-
fucked.
So if something does
They all
go wrong,
died.
if something does go wrong, we're taking out the military, the frontline responders, and the hospital workers.
I know.
Which seems like a bad idea.
I
Yeah,
actually
especially if we turn
thought
them into zombies.
Oh man.
Can we not do COVID conspiracy theories on the immunization?
We inoculate everybody. Now the IQ is 22.
Yeah, we're gonna have all
I
these
did-
military people running around with 2 heads.
I did see a funny meme about that today, though. They were like, "Can we just give it to a few politicians first, see how it goes?"
You know,
we,
Trump,
can
Yeah.
survive, we can survive without some of them, but the frontline workers,
yeah,
we really need.
Start on Capitol Hill. I'm perfectly good with that.
that's what I'm saying. Also, like Trump is like touting how he's the reason why we have this vaccine. It's all
But they're
him.
not-
It has nothing to do with science. So he should be the first one to take it. Just
Well,
Well, he
and so,
did it.
but laughably, they wouldn't give it to him because he's had it so recently.
They said he turned it down. But anyway,
I
want to get off
this
this
is
topic.
not
Yeah.
This is just
political.
blah. Let's do a drunken
This is-
confession.
ding,
This
ding,
is
ding.
Yeah, drunken
So there you go.
confession time.
So there's- so
Jeremy,
actually-
you keep cutting out again.
So here's a tie-in for you, though. Here's a good, maybe not even
Better not be
necessarily a
political.
confession, but a good drunk topic. What's the worst shot you've ever taken?
In
Oh
the arm or
No, a shot.
no, drink.
So,
Oh.
so
Yeji.
the one
Yeji.
Dave gave me on my birthday.
I hate you
Yeji.
all.
I didn't do the edgy because I was actually the smart one. The worst one I ever did was the 3 Wise Men.
Ooh,
Oh my
yeah.
God, yeah.
And I had already been drinking, and I told this it was a date I was on, and I had only
Well, that's
been
the
on a
only
couple
time you do a
dates.
3 Wise Men is when you've
Oh, yeah.
already been drinking.
All right, well,
Right.
but no. So I was on a date with this guy, and it was like only our second date, and he had ordered this for me. I said, "Dude, if I do this, it's gonna come right back up." He didn't believe me. He's like, "Do it, do it, do it, do it." So I do it, and yep, came right back up. That was a good date. Anyway, Amy, let's get a drunken confession going. Another one. Everyone said Yeji. What's yours, Dave?
I did a bloody brain once,
Oh, I've heard of those. Never done one.
which is horrible because it's cream and then it's curdled inside another shot, so it looks like a brain, and then a little either grenadine or some sort of like red liqueur is added, so it looks like a bloody brain, and it's like a coagulated snot ball running down your throat. It's pretty horrible.
Oh,
Yeah.
I did a clam. It was a clam
No.
inside of a shot glass
Why would you
With-
even do that?
with like a Bloody Mary. Clearly like clams. But the
Oh my
clam,
God.
that sucker was like this big. It was hard to swallow.
Chew it.
Kind of got
It's hard to
stuck in your
swallow
throat. You
right
had to,
now, like,
you know, you had to kind of massage it down.
okay, next.
That was foul as hell, Cass.
Jeremy, what is yours?
Oh, you know, we were in Detroit during St. Patrick's Day, I think. And it might not have been. Definitely one of those type of nights, though. But I had a Michael Jackson hot tub.
Oh no, that was just a date night with me and you.
Oh, okay. But
Yeah,
this,
he
it
can't
was like,
remember
it was
So what is that?
clear,
Is that a bunch
it
of
was
12-year-old?
bubbly,
Is that a bunch of 12-year-old liquors?
kind of.
No, it was more disgusting
Oh,
to
yeah.
look at.
It was some type of clear liquor, and it had a little bit of soda water in it to give it the fizzy, like the hot tub. And he took like just a straw and it's an itty little bit of like coffee cream or cool or something like that. He drops it in there and it floats around the glass.
Because it looks like nice.
Yeah.
Y'all are disgusting.
I think a bunch of 12-year-old liquors would be funnier. That's just me.
All right, so what's our drunken confession? So we can change the subject.
Before we move on to that, I do want to just take a quick Dave, congratulations to you and Podcast Detroit for your new studio.
Yeah,
In
kind of
Hamtramck.
a good touch, bad touch moment. We did rip off the Band-Aid, and we have officially closed our Royal Oak location, just because we could never figure out how to reopen a multiple studio environment safely with all this shit going on. And so we've kind of been focused for a while now on, okay, so how do we shift gears and go to single studio locations? Oh, and laughably, the landlord, the guy that owns the buildings, wanted to raise the rent in the midst of all this, so that made the decision even easier to not be there anymore. So yeah, good luck with your empty buildings there, Skippy. And so we've actually been talking with the folks in Hamtramck. They've really wanted us to do something down there for a while, and so we opened up a location inside the Hamtramck Historical Museum, which is a very cool spot.
If I am not mistaken, this talk kind of originated around our Shot of History anniversary that we did, and we had the gentleman from
Greg,
the historic, and we were talking about doing it back then, you know, and it was like, and now it's actually there.
Yeah,
Woohoo.
so it is. It's very cool. In fact, I'm heading back down there Saturday just to do like some final configs and tweaks and that kind of stuff and make sure it's all up and running properly. And yeah, I mean, it's a block and a half away from Whiskey in the Jar. How could it ever possibly go wrong? And it is
In many ways.
It's a great it's nice to have another single studio location. And we're talking to, I'm talking to now 3 other places currently about reopening something in Royal Oak, probably 1, maybe 2 at most studios. Just because we like the area and it's a good central location. We didn't really want to bail out of there, but just 2020 is 2020. It is what it is.
Well, I know Drunken Confessions is excited to finally get back into studio, and hopefully we can check out that Royal Oak locate or the Hamtramck location.
Yeah, no, we're gonna do Hamtramck because they got the food and they got the drink down there.
Yeah,
Hamtramck is,
and Augie will walk over with a bottle of Yeji. So there's that.
Yeah.
So looking forward to that.
So real shit show.
Yeah, right. When we're all puking in the parking lot. I mean,
sorry, Augie.
I know. This episode is super short. We're all gonna get sick. Goodbye.
Yeah. Well, I think they named that drink after the sound you make when you throw it up.
Yeah, right.
Just
yeah. I mean, that sounds like more like a sneeze. That's more of a sneeze.
I mean, it could be either one. I have made some weird sounds when I've been throwing up. Just saying.
Wow. Thanks for sharing.
I call shenanigans because you don't throw up.
Oh, I only ever throw up if I get food poisoning or the flu.
Yeah. Okay.
But I don't throw up from alcohol. My body's like, no, bitch. You're going to hold all of that forever until you have a hangover that makes you want to kill yourself. But I would never do that. Forever.
All right.
That's why I have a shitty liver.
Let's see what this Drunken Confession has to bring. If you could trade lives with any celebrity for 2 hours, who would it be with?
Only 2 hours.
Only 2 hours. You only have 2 hours to live in their shoes.
I have to know what everybody's doing at that moment.
Jeff Bezos, because I'm going to send a whole bunch of money to myself.
Ooh, nice.
That's a good answer. I like that.
I happen to missing a couple billion.
He wouldn't even notice.
Probably wouldn't.
That's like I'll take what's stuck in his couches and transfer that to me, and he wouldn't even know.
Wait, did Bezos become the first trillionaire this year? Or
He
was it
did.
somebody else?
And dude, and here's the funny thing. So he got divorced this year too. And just through the terms of the divorce settlement, his wife became the richest woman in the world.
Nice.
Crazy.
Good for her.
It's like Walmart. They divide it
Dude,
amongst
that
all the
wasn't-
kids and they become the richest people in the world all of a sudden.
Yeah, no. Like that wasn't slamming her at all, because like she's one of those wives that was there and actually like was there when Amazon was running out of their basement, and it
Yep.
was his little pipe dream, and it was like and
Yep.
she supported him and all that shit. So
Yeah.
no, she deserves, that was not a slam. She deserves the money.
And I didn't think you were slamming her. I just wanted to say she deserves it and good for her. Get it, girl.
What about you? Which
Me?
celebrity cast? Yeah.
Whichever celebrity Ryan Reynolds happens to be banging at the time.
Oh, so right. Well, he's married to Blake Lively, so I guess
Then-
you're saying Blake Lively.
Then that
mean-
person.
Okay.
All right.
Does that work? I mean,
Yeah.
okay.
But
All right.
you just have to hope that during those 2 hours, like
They're together.
he's home,
Yeah.
not working at a movie, and they can
Right.
bang.
Well, that's what I said. He was banging at the time. So yeah.
Oh.
I put a little stipulation in there.
Well,
All right, Steph, what's yours?
you know, I was trying to like go like super deep and like thinking about who I just want to like live in their shoes for like 2 hours. And then he says this Bezos thing. And I was like, oh my God, like, yeah, any millionaire. I don't care, or billionaire. I don't care.
Like Elon Musk.
Sure. I mean, he smokes weed.
I mean, I was gonna
know,
say I
but-
wouldn't want to be Elon Musk, because with my luck, I would hop into his body, and he would be so stoned at that moment that I
Right.
wouldn't remember to do anything.
Right. And that's the concern.
Because I'm
you
assuming
know?
quantum leap rules apply. Like that you hop into their body and you're doing whatever they're doing at the moment.
Right. But yeah, like, you know, a Bezos or, you know, a Musk, something like that. And I would send money to all of my friends and myself. You know, they have enough, they don't need it. So I'd be showering money on all you guys for 2 hours.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
I feel so selfish with mine now. Go
Well,
ahead,
you know,
Amy.
That's fine.
Okay, so mine is kind of funny. The only thing that came to my mind was, besides the whole money thing and everything, that's great ideas, but I would love to be Kim Kardashian for 2 hours and cancel and fuck up all of my contracts. So when 2 hours is over, I never have to see this bitch again.
I mean, that's pretty good.
I would just be drunk Kim Kardashian, making a hot mess of my entire life, fuck everything up, get everything canceled, and then we never have to deal with any of them
Here's-
again.
So, but
Yeah.
here's the sad reality of that situation. Could you really do enough damage in 2 hours where people would just go, that's just Kim, and everything would be fine at the end of it? Like,
Yeah,
I-
I
like-
think
I
I
think-
could.
She could also murder someone as Kim
Yeah.
Kardashian. You know what I mean? Like there are other things you can do other
See, there's a
than
whole different dynamic. Like who's like
Yeah,
what celebrity
no,
life
like
would you
I
desperately want to fuck
I
up?
could videotape me like torturing Kanye West.
well, no, people would
Um,
like that though.
Yeah, no, that would be a positive. Yeah.
Well,
People would
I
be
could
like,
just-
okay, we love you, Kim.
Listen, if I had time, I would plan how I was going to do this better. But
Right.
so there you go. There's my devil horns for the night.
I like it.
Jeremy.
Yeah, I think I would like to be Ryan Reynolds. While he's in
And whatever celebrity.
Fair. No fair.
Wow.
I really hope it's not when Cass and you have
Oh,
the same feelings.
She's not a celebrity. She's not a celebrity. I don't have to worry about that. I'll probably have
But
a
if
different
she
day
was
than
in the celebrity,
But
at
if
the
I was
she
like,
was
same time,
that would be
celebrity
the
Ryan
phenomenal
Reynolds.
irony that Jeremy hops into Ryan Reynolds while Cass hops into Blake Lively.
Okay, so do I?
Yep.
We've never known the difference.
See, that's that whole deal with the devil thing. Like that would be the fine print that you wouldn't notice
Oh,
until it was already too late.
Yeah, you
Well-
really have to think that one through.
Yeah, you can
Make
live
sure that
forever. You didn't wish for eternal youth, so you're just going to keep getting older and more decrepit.
You know,
You might be an
Jeremy?
8 foot tall basketball player, but your thingy is gonna be like this.
And now Jeremy just fucked up my entire fantasy.
What
Damn
he
you.
does best.
I mean, welcome to Amy's life.
All
I love
possibilities are
it.
possible.
Oh man. All right. On that note, Cass, I have a question for you.
Oh,
We're just short.
what?
Cass had a
Froze.
Cass had a
We froze.
shoulderectomy.
We froze. Sorry.
Are we
Oh, you,
froze?
my shoulders?
Yeah.
Yeah. I wore
so
bare shoulders
creepy.
and did this.
That's so creepy. All right, Cass, your question
But-
is how was that McRib? Did you try it? Because
Oh.
2
Yes,
weeks
I
ago you kept
did.
saying you were gonna try it.
Yes. I tried the McRib.
Oh.
It was nasty. It tasted like soggy cardboard with some barbecue sauce on it.
Dude, we called it the McFungus back in the day because
It was
okay,
like-
I've heard
It
that.
didn't even taste like meat.
dude, the
I
word
don't think
rib
it
is in the
meat, but
name,
It doesn't taste like it.
and there are no bones. You can't be ribs without bones. Like
So
that's rule number one.
yeah. And then my daughter was over and her husband, so I made them each try some too because I'm like, I'm not doing this alone. And they
If
totally
I'm going
agreed.
down,
it was
you're
gross.
all coming with me.
Right,
Hell
right.
yeah.
We're all dying of botulism together, people. But no, it was terrible. We none of us cared for it.
See, and I was actually just having this conversation with somebody on Facebook where I'm like,
Botulism.
no, the nostalgia, like the McRib, like so the nostalgia factor. I was like, oh my god, they were so good. I'm like, okay, here's what I want you to do before you buy a McRib. I want you to go buy a can of SpaghettiOs. Like you loved SpaghettiOs when you were a kid, right? Go buy a can of SpaghettiOs and cook those up. Eat one, make it through. I'm gonna get 3 spoonfuls. If you can make it through 3 spoonfuls of SpaghettiOs, you are then allowed to go buy a McRib.
I
Like
never
that.
liked SpaghettiOs.
Is
I was a
SpaghettiOs-
It tastes
really
like
chef.
the SpaghettiOs
I was a
sauce.
Chef Boyardee
No, he was-
ravioli girl.
No, Dave we discussed this last week. So Dave's point of view is we loved something when we were a child, but now when we are older,
Right.
we're like, how did we like this so much now that we're older?
Oh, I've never had one.
Oh, it's like the opposite. Like when we were kids, we hated things like naps and spankings, and then as we've gotten older,
I don't nap.
We're pissed off. They took it away from us.
Oh God.
So anyway.
all right. Well, since the show after you canceled, I went ahead and poured myself a little shot glass of the apple pie moonshine. So cheers.
Look at you.
Oh,
All
cheers.
right, cheers.
Cheers to that.
So what Dave is saying is he might be a little buzzed by the end of the show.
Might be.
A zinger.
Could happen.
Right. So next drunken confession. What Christmas tradition from your childhood do you miss the most?
I'll go first.
Okay.
And this is like kind of like it's sad in one way, but it's happy in another way. We used to have the Shriners come over to our house, like 1 or 2 of the Shriners, because we were poor, and they would come over with their little hats on and their little, outfit.
Were they in the little cars?
They weren't.
That's
because
a parade.
That's only the
They
parade,
they actually came into our house, so they used their legs. But they would bring us presents, and they were always so sweet
Aw.
and
Aw.
so
That's
kind,
cool.
and like they gave us, like my mom made sure like she reached out so that we could have a Christmas, so it was just really sweet. And it's like happy and sad because I'm like, oh yeah, I grew up poor, but
No,
It
it's
is what it
super. No,
Yeah.
it warms your heart. So
I-
either way,
That's the thing. Like when you're a kid, you don't necessarily realize all that your parents go through.
I
Right.
didn't.
Yeah.
And my
and
mom went
probably-
through a lot.
and the struggle
we
that
had
your
stuff.
mom went through to even reach out
Yeah.
for that, and
Yep.
just to make you kids happy, like that's awesome.
And like I loved like knowing like for Christmas it didn't matter what we got. Like I was never like, oh man, I have to have this. Like I feel like a lot of kids just kind of get a little snotty
Mhm.
and like snooty about what they want for Christmas. They're
Like the
"I want
videos of them
a
losing their minds because they didn't
PS5
get
Oh,
the perfect toy.
it's my super sweet 16 Christmas. It absolutely
Right.
usually is with a lot
Yeah.
of people.
and so that frustrates me, but I guess again, I lived a different life. So I was just
I
happy to
wanted
have
the blue
anything.
game system,
Right.
not the
I was like,
gray one.
I got Parcheesi. Fuck yeah, dude.
Oh, dude,
Like
like,
so happy.
I've trained my kids out of that shit. Like like that's one of the things I'm very happy about is that they're
Good.
not. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
right.
Dave, you're next. What is your family or your tradition that you miss
Honestly, I
from
would
your
say that
childhood?
the thing I missed the most about Christmas when I was a kid was being the one in charge of when everybody woke up.
Ah.
Because when you're a kid, like
5:30, go to bed.
dude, I've literally had to lay down the law with my kids that like if you wake me up before like 6 a.m, I'm burning everything. Like it's like there will be no
Christmas is canceled.
He's
before
a
six.
flamethrower just
That's
sitting
right.
off to
Lighting
the
up the
side.
tree and you
That's right.
presents are below.
Hashtag cancel culture on Christmas is what's going to happen if you wake me up before. Because man, like seriously, at 3 a.m. Like when they were like, because they're like 6 and 4, 7 and 5.
Mhm.
They like
Oh, yeah.
3 a.m. They were like, oh my god, the president. We're like, we went downstairs in the crib. I'm like, I don't
Santa
care.
came.
Go back to bed. And because I did the same shit when I was a kid. Like genetics are a bitch. And so I know that they're not sleeping upstairs and all they're doing is like just staring at their clock, suffering, waiting for it. And I'm kind of okay with that. Like
Wow,
As
Dave.
the great book said that Samuel Jackson read, go the fuck
Fuck
to
to
sleep.
bed. Yes.
What about you, Cass?
It's funny you should ask. So my favorite tradition when I was little, we are actually starting this year with my family. We did Christmas around the world every year. Every year at Christmas time, we get a book. My parents have this subscription, and it would do Christmas in a new country. And we would get it like a month before Christmas, and we'd open up and we would plan meals that this other country would have for Christmas and try new dishes and their customs and stuff like that. So my sister actually has all the books we had from all the different countries. And my daughters, I had told them about this, and they were like, I want to do it this year. So this year we're doing Christmas in Italy. That's our first.
Oh,
that
you're
is our
starting off
first-
in
yeah,
a
so we're
beautiful
starting the
country.
tradition.
uh-huh.
So
Yeah.
we're starting it off at the motherland. So anyway, we're doing
The
Christmas
motherland.
in Italy, and like Mitchell's making lasagna, and Hannah's making Italian wedding soup, and Emily's making cannoli, and Annika's making gnocchi. So we're gonna have a great Christmas. I'm just doing ham and deviled eggs.
So
I'm
what you're
making them
saying is you're making me a
go for it.
plate though, right?
You're welcome to stop by for some
There you
after
go.
everyone else leaves, because I can only have 6 people at a time or something.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. Just make me a plate, put it on the porch,
And just
I'll
tell
do
her when
a
it's there.
Okay, no problem. Because I'm gonna have so much food anyway. But yeah. So that's gonna be our Christmas this year. We're starting in Italy. So
Very
what about
cool.
you,
Amy,
Amy?
what's yours?
Or
Oh,
Jeremy?
mine was when I was really little. I used to make cookies with my grandma.
Aw.
I made all the cookies for everybody that was coming over for Christmas.
Anybody ever
Aw.
wonder why I'm in love with this man
Yeah,
so
sugar.
much?
Yeah,
Shit
like
that.
sugar cookies, and had little stamps, and you had Santa Claus and snowman and Christmas tree and reindeer. Then you put the frosting on it and throw all the glitter on it.
Aw.
and-
Actually, you know what?
However, when I do all my baking, why aren't you there to help me? This could start a fight.
See, and honestly,
Well,
now that you say
you're
that,
not
I
his
do.
grandma.
You do. I miss my mom and I used to make cookies every year, and so like
Okay.
now, and I didn't even think about that. Now that you said that, yeah, that was absolutely a thing.
That is a tradition I had as well. It was coffee cakes, though, my family's tradition for coffee cakes. However, I've kept the tradition alive, and I do it every year. And now people come to me and help me do it.
Whoop.
Which are neither
Um,
coffee nor cake. Discuss.
Even Cass is coming over this weekend because she wants to learn how to do our famous family coffee cake.
It's amazing coffee cake. Except we're gonna ditch the walnuts and use pecans, right?
I might need a recipe.
Yeah. Oh,
Ah.
maybe I'll just invite you guys over.
Can we ditch the
Oh,
walnuts and do
man.
pecans? Because I don't like walnuts.
Actually, the original recipe does call for pecans, but we switched it to walnuts because my aunt's allergic to pecans.
Oh, I don't like walnuts at all.
So, anywho, my tradition, honestly, from my childhood is going and seeing everyone in my family. Unfortunately, my dad passed away. Both sides' grandparents passed away. My aunts don't come around as much. It's not that tight-knit family anymore. And I miss that. I miss I feel so much love. And I mean, I still do, but it's different when you're a kid and everybody's like
Well, your perception is different when you're a kid.
I was like, yeah, I
Yeah.
think that might be
Yeah.
perception because like I've had the same like and thinking back, I remember how strange. Like looking back, I remember how strained some of those Christmases were between like some of the extended family and like because again, look at it now with like politics and all that other kind of crap going on. There's always some tension
Yeah, but
between adults.
when you were a kid, you didn't care about that. You were like toys.
Right.
Well,
But
You're
the
like my
adults had all
favorite
the
aunt and
bullshit to deal with.
uncle.
Yeah,
Yay!
but-
You
right.
know.
But I gotta tell you, coming from like my standpoint, now that I have grandchildren, it starts all over again. It's like
Well-
I'm reliving that time
Right.
when we used to do that with the whole family and everything. Now I'm having my own family, my children, my grandchildren, and I'm watching my grandchildren go through the whole Christmas experience that I went through. And it
Right.
just renews everything, for me anyway. And I know you guys don't, Dave has kids, but you guys don't. Dave's kids are far away from having babies yet.
They damn well better be.
but it does. It starts all over again. So it's like a really cool feeling. So Amy, for you, it might not be your children, it might not be your nieces and nephews, it might be your great nieces and nephews that you get to watch do it.
Oh, I still, don't get me wrong, I still love watching the nieces and nephews. That's where most of my money goes to every Christmas. They're number one on the
Sorry,
list.
Jeremy.
Oh, he already knows. Like,
No, I just mean like they're getting the best presents. He's only getting like a decent present. Yeah.
it happens. He gets me all year round, like every day. So,
Aw.
what more does he need?
I love that.
Video games.
Something that's a Mandalorian thing.
No.
Something
Oh,
that's-
yeah.
No, we're not talking about this.
I
No,
wonder how it'll save me from COVID.
he's talking about the thing that they sent on the group chat. No.
Oh,
Yeah, remember we
yeah.
were just talking about that before?
No.
Yeah, not
I've
too long
already
ago.
ordered that shit.
That will ruin Baby Yoda for Amy forever. So please don't do that. Let her have something nice.
She ain't got to look at it.
Wow.
All right, so you better tell everyone what it is so that they're not
Yeah.
wondering.
I'm not telling anybody. You
So
guys
apparently
Dave.
there is a Mandalorian themed, and I don't understand what the difference between I don't know why they labeled it a vibrating dildo. Like what's the difference between a vibrating dildo and a vibrator? Like is there a semantical difference that I'm not aware of?
No, actually, because a vibrator can be like any shape or size. When you say a dildo, it's typically penis shaped and it vibrates. So yes.
Thank you.
Yes, there is.
Thank you, Dr. Ruth.
Wow.
You're
Um,
welcome.
And so it's the Mandalorian with the Mandalorian helmet on the top of it. So that's the head. But it comes with a free Baby Yoda butt plug. That's that was the bonus toy. That was the get you a little Grogu in the poo poo. That's the yeah.
Oh, look, little baby Goku's playing in the poo.
Okay, I'm never
Drunken
calling.
Confession. You got one over there? You all right?
Yeah, I'm never calling Baby Yoda by
No, he's-
that stupid name.
he's
It's
Baby Yoda. That's all
No,
he's ever
he's
gonna be.
Baby Yoda.
Yeah, that
He's
name
not
is.
Grogu.
Ugh, gross.
Okay. Oh, hold on, it's stuck together. I don't like that one. What's the biggest thing you've learned about yourself during 2020?
Ooh, man, you're asking us to be all introspective and shit.
I know. I'm going deep with this one. I know. That's what she said.
Ding, ding, ding.
Actually, that's what he said.
That's what he said.
Right.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
And that's what she hoped for.
yeah, that's what she hoped for.
All right, anybody?
Honestly, probably the biggest thing I've learned is that I don't know if this is like a learned thing, but damn do I need social input. Like I need, like, even if it's not face to face, like these Zoom chats and like the drunken Zoom chats that we do every now and then and that kind of stuff. That's a lot more important to my mental health and psyche than I really thought it was.
I agree 110%. That's where I was going with it. I never realized, as much as I bitch and complain about my family at times, or there's times I'm like, no, I don't want to do anything. I'm just a homebody. I've realized, no, no, I am not a homebody. This is driving me crazy. And the whole time I was laid off, at least I had these Zoom calls. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Right.
So yeah, I didn't realize how much I relied on my family and friends just for emotional purposes.
Yeah, I thought I was way more of like and I mean, I think it's still mostly accurate, but like I cannot do anything for like a week and it's fine, but eventually I need that joy and that like
Ah.
energy that I get from my friends. You know, it's for me, and like I love my mom. She's the only family I have, but like I get my joy and like my happiness from my friends because I feel like I choose pretty wisely. I mean,
Well,
I
I'd
think you
agree.
do too.
I
Yeah.
mean, you
Yeah,
guys,
I mean,
you know, a little
just
shady.
saying.
Well, no, I mean it's
Wow.
like the lack of Comic Cons this year. Like I mean, I guess that's one of the like specifically like I didn't realize what
Yeah.
a battery recharge cons were for me until they weren't here this year.
Yeah, and honestly, like I miss cons, but I don't miss them as much as I just miss like being able to say, "Hey, Cass and Amy, let's go out to a bar and have some drinks and like just get stupid."
And
Right.
get drunk
You know?
and dance on to a bad 80s and 90s music and
Fall through a chair, just make it a night. Throw
yeah,
up on the
fall
side.
through a chair.
Throw up on the
you
side of
know.
somebody's truck. You know, the usual.
All the fun things, you
Yeah.
know?
Had to go there, huh? Had to go there.
Don't listen to him. He misses it.
I do.
He does. Yeah. Full of shit.
Your car, throw it up in your car next, Dave.
Ah!
As soon as COVID's over, my goal is to get drunk enough to puke on Dave's car.
2020.
You know
Oh,
what?
wait, yep. As soon as we're in the Hamtramck studio and the Yeji's delivered.
Oh,
I gotta say, I'll book the Jack's appointment now.
Jeremy, what about you? What's the biggest thing you learned?
I think I've learned that it doesn't really bother me not to have all the social stuff going on, but it's a huge bonus when it does. It's like I can
Right.
get by without it, but
I don't like it.
it's not like, yeah, I don't like it, but I'm not freaking out about it, you know? Like,
right. Having the option.
oh, cool, get to hang
is
out for the
great.
night. Yeah, but
Yeah.
really, you know,
Well,
just
like,
plugging along, doing the work, sleeping, eating.
which usually, like, before, it would be like, Jeremy, we're going to go do this. And he's like, okay, we're going to go do this. Now I'm like, Jeremy, we're going to go do this. He was like, really? What time?
Cool. All right,
do it.
something
All right,
different.
awesome.
Something different.
You want me to go to your mom's and fix something? And then she's going to cook me dinner?
Yeah,
Oh,
sure. Oh, bonus.
Cass, what about you?
Mine's totally different. I guess with me, I think I learned that I'm stronger than I thought I was. You know, like I've just
Yeah.
like this year, I've just totally taken control of my life.
You have.
And
You have.
I'm not, you know, I'm overcoming a lot of, you know, things that I didn't know I could do, you know, and I'm realizing, you know, no one handed me at this promotion. No one's handing
Nope.
me my licenses. No one's handing me where I'm going in life and
You're
and
working
things
your
like
ass
that.
off, boo boo.
So yeah, so I guess yeah, exactly. So I'm getting where I want to be, and like, you know, I started eating healthy, and I'm on like this perfect like diet regimen, and I'm on these like I'm just, you know, creating all these really good habits right now. I haven't had pop in a couple weeks, things like that. I mean, I'm just like taking control of my life right now, and I guess that's what I never realized just how well I can do this. So that's what I'm realizing right now.
Yay!
Thank you.
I hate to
Just-
tell you, Cass,
just gone deep.
substituting beer with the food. It's not a diet.
Stop it.
First of all, it's Mick Ultra.
The Mick
Second of all-
Ultras.
Second of all, I haven't eaten. So
It's sex in a canoe. It's effing close to water. It's
right. Like when Tom gets mad at me for drinking, he'll be like, "Oh, you had 5 beers." I'm like, "No, I had 5 Mick Ultras."
Which is like 2.5
One beer.
actual beers.
It's like one
Yeah,
beer.
let's get real here, buddy. You know, unless you're like my grandson that's 4 months old, ain't nobody getting high, getting like stoned up, drunk off this stuff.
High stone drunk.
drunk.
I know.
I like
my
it.
mind's going. Psh. Actually, it does hit me a little bit stronger now that I am watching what I eat.
It dedefinitely will do that to you.
But you know what? That's good though. My checkbook's also improved without going out all the time. Because I would go out every night of the week. So my bank account's happy that I'm not doing that.
All right, so random question, not from the Drunken Confessions, but so last year, if you guys all
He's flying
recall,
from the hip.
I am. You guys all recall that I was so excited about 2020. I'm definitely not excited about 2021. I'm just gonna take it or leave it.
Yeah.
I had all these resolutions, and yeah, nothing
Well, and more to the point,
happened.
even if you are excited about 2021, shut up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
right.
not happening.
Hold it
However-
close to the vest. Just-
However, I do have a question after the year that we just went through. Do you guys have any like goals and things that you are looking forward to? Not New Year's resolutions, but goals for the new year. Anything?
I just want to be able to leave my house without fear. To be honest with you, like my goal is to leave my house and not feel like I could catch something that might kill me. So however that
nice.
happens,
That would be nice.
it would be really fucking cool. So I'm going to just go with that.
What about you, Cass?
Oh, I have a few. One, I want this podcast to go where it was intended to go.
Mm-hmm.
I would love for things to open back up and us to be able to take this into the different bars and on site like we wanted to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
The other one is I want to start another podcast. I want to do an investment podcast. Now that, that's what I do, I've been looking into all these different podcasts for investing, and I've only found one that doesn't put me to sleep. So I'd like to do that as well. And then the third one is just continue on the path I'm on right now and just get to become I want to become an expert in my field. So
What about you, Dave?
I don't know that I have like any grandiose plans for 2021. I mean, I just, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of change on the horizon. It's just a matter of when it happens, how it happens, and how I navigate through it. So,
Jeremy?
I just want for like once in the last probably 5 years to have a year that I'm like, that was a better year. Well, the whole 5 years, like that was a bad year.
the bar
That
is
was a
low.
really bad year.
Like the
That's
bar,
really,
is,
really
the bar is
bad year.
pretty low.
Fucking COVID this year.
yeah, who knows? Maybe like next year you'll be like, oh my God, this was the best year ever. We
I'm
didn't,
like, what's
didn't have
next?
to deal
Alien
with
invasions.
Don't say that
Fuck
shit.
COVID. Run.
Don't be bringing no bad mojo down on us, buddy.
I mean, that's about all that's left.
Zombie
Jesus
apocalypse,
came back, but he's really pissed off.
right? Zombie apocalypse,
Oh,
things like that.
sacrifice. I believe. No, you don't. Oh shit.
No, I think, yeah,
So, mine is actually, I think a realistic that I'm still, I think I make this goal every year and I'm still trying to improve it on myself. I always am trying to improve me not being so shy and not being so worried about what other people think of me. And, just like people hurting my feelings. Well, I thought I was going into a new job this year. Like, okay, I'm going to do this differently. I'm going to have this different perspective on anything. Well, I found out this week that no, for the first month, everybody were like, they all thought like, I can't read her. Is she stuck up? Is she a bitch? Is she shy? And then now that they get to know me, of course, now they're comfortable telling me all this and we laugh about it. But it's something I'm still
you do
going.
you do have a tendency to come across as more like a bitch instead of shy, even though you're shy. And I know you're shy.
Yeah.
But people think you're being like kind of stuck up or
I know. And I hate
standoffish.
that. I absolutely hate it. So that is still something that hopefully come 2022, I can be like, no, I'm not like that anymore. And I achieved it. But
yeah.
I've been working on this part of myself for a few years now. And I thought I was getting better, but apparently I'm not. So
Have you worked on your RFB?
my
Or-
what?
No, RBF. Resting bitch face.
No, see, my face tells everything.
Exactly. Have you worked on that?
I know, I mean-
Wow.
What? She's got a beautiful face. I didn't say anything bad about her
says
face.
says the queen of resting bitch face.
Me?
And that's a
Yeah,
lot better
you.
than being a kid to be on top all the time.
I don't have resting
Well, I
bitch
get
face
it.
at all.
Yeah, that's true.
Everybody thinks I'm a freaking cop.
People assume I'm very
Ooh.
approachable. I wish less people would think that. Like I'm the
Yeah, I
I'm the
wish-
person where when I'm standing in line at the grocery store, people always want to come up and talk to me.
Yeah, I don't want to be as approachable as you are, but I want to find some middle ground.
I was gonna say, Cass, like I literally met you at the meetups, through Podcast Detroit, and you were always very sweet, very talkative, very nice, and that's why we're friends now.
Because I
You
just
know?
walk around smiling. Hi, everybody.
And you are very approachable. You have like 1 or 2 drinks and like you just want to talk, and I'm in for it. Like I'm not judging. I need somebody like that because I'm very introverted. So like for me,
Yeah,
it's good
so
to
was
have that
Amy.
person who's like, really into like being talkative and friendly, because I'm all those things, but I need to be like either wasted or have known you for a while.
Yeah. Stand by
That's
my
how I
side for
am.
2 minutes. You'll be the best friend with every person in the bar, in the restaurant, whoever. That's just how I am. Amy says that to me. Like we go out, when we used to go out all the time, she would be like, do you have to Facebook friend every person you meet? I'm
Why
like,
not?
I guess so.
You might
Like
need them
some
in
guy-
case you ever join Amway.
Well, some guy like at her bachelorette party, some guy's like totally hitting on her big time. Him and I became Facebook friends.
Yeah, he never friend requested me. He was trying to like scam on me, and I was like, yeah, no, because I come off as a bitch. I'm not even friendly.
But me, everyone's like, oh, we're friends. And I'm like, okay.
All right. Well, on that note, I think we're gonna do one more drunken confession before we call it a night. For the end of the 2020 year for drunken confessions,
Yes.
we're not doing that one.
What?
I missed it.
We are going to stay on drinking though. So we should post this
Yeah.
if, the link if anyone wants to join us to drinking.
Do you
All right.
like dirty talk during sex?
I mean, depends on how it's done.
Yeah, that's a very touchy subject, because like, or if there's like any lead into it, like don't just like be like trying to get fresh with me and say like a bunch of really gross shit that like doesn't need anything.
You like that? You like that? You dirty
my-
little whore.
Wow, I could almost hear that eye roll.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
What?
I'm
Oh,
not
should
a big
I not do that during sex to the whoever? Sorry.
Anyway, so I was gonna say, I've had experiences with people where it's like they don't want to really talk dirty, but they'll just be like, oh, do you like that? And they want you to express how they make you feel, but they don't want to give you anything back. And I'm like, I'm not gonna fucking like tell you you're the king, baby. I feel amazing. Like I worship your cock. Like, no.
Gotta-
It's incest.
You're welcome. I said cock on the show. You're welcome.
Yeah, so
Hey,
dirty
you know
talk.
me. I'm all about that. Sorry, go on, Amy.
Dirty talk is I feel like what you were saying, it's a give and take.
Right.
It needs to be genuine. I definitely hate silent sex.
Oh yeah. Ooh,
There,
silent sex is
Creepy.
I know that's like the worst.
Not if you have kids. It's a kind of mandatory.
Hence why we decided not to have kids. I mean, those were factors.
Although, you know, when those dogs come a scratching at the door because they hear you're up.
It does happen. That does fucking happen.
Yeah.
But yeah, like what Jeremy said, anything that says who's your daddy or anything like that, it's like, get the hell off of me. No.
Dude, I've never, like, honestly, that's one of those, like, I've never understood that one.
I've never understood that.
Like, that's just creeperific.
Well, yes, it is, but also read the room. Like, I think people understand what their sexual partner is probably
Right.
into.
Well, you would hope.
Yeah, so like read the room. Don't just throw out some like weird random shit and hope it lands, because you're in the middle of sex. Like, don't do that.
I was like, wait, are we talking sex or stand-up comedy? Like, I'm a little lost. Like,
Well, then
Well,
if you're
sometimes
lost,
or
you're
as-
lost in defining those two, then you need to
Well,
reevaluate
as Dave
something.
likes to always say, little column A, little column B.
Yeah.
To take a page from the Dave handbook. What about you, Dave? You like talking dirty?
Again, I said it originally. It's contextual. Like, it really depends on, you know, who you're with, what they're into, and what seems to make sense at the time. I guess to Steph's point, read the room. Like, that's.
Right.
I mean, there are some times when it's the best idea ever. There are some times when no, like that's not what this moment is calling for.
Apparently, Stephanie's dogs agree.
Oh my God, they are literally in the kitchen, like being sassy as hell.
Yeah,
they're not
they
reading
have
the room.
They have opinions.
They do.
Stop it.
Well, I can tell you from experience, there's been times, you know, when you had like somebody go, oh, tell me what you want. Tell me what you want. Tell me what you want. And I'm
what
like,
you really,
I want
really
you to
want?
shut the fuck up. That's what I want you to do, because this is not good. I actually did tell a guy, I want you to be quiet. He asked me
Well, there
what
you
I
go.
wanted.
Shut up, I'm concentrating.
He just kept asking. It was just like, is that all you can say?
Honestly, I really need you to be quiet so I can imagine
Oh
I'm
my
with somebody
God.
else. That's
Right. Plus he had bad breath. It's like, dude, quit talking to me.
Oh,
I actually stopped dating the guy because of that.
that is definitely a factor.
I did. I had to stop dating him because he had really bad breath, so I couldn't kiss him. I wonder if I should have told him. I don't know. I just broke up.
Yeah, you should have said you need to go.
I was just like kind of ghosted him, kind of
Cass,
like,
you should go find him on Facebook and tell him now.
Yep.
Yeah,
I feel like that would be.
I
the
feel
right
like
thing to
if she
do.
drinks more, she might do this tonight.
You know, it wouldn't be the first time I tried to stalk an ex.
No, you'd be a keeper if you
Wow.
just
Put
took
that
a
out there.
tap.
On that note, Amy, what else do we have?
Yeah, that was
Oh, we
it.
have our final cheers for tonight.
Oh, I didn't come up with one. Did you?
I can
Kat?
come up with one. I can.
Anybody on the fly want to do
Yeah,
our final
will.
cheers for 2020?
Christmas
Well,
cheers.
This is our final cheers for 2020. Fuck you, 2020.
Fuck you, 2020.
yeah.
Again, Tink,
Fuck you, 2020.
So on that
All right,
note,
guys. Yeah, thanks for joining us on our shit show 76. Yeah, 76.
a
I'm
very
hoping.
patriotic episode. It's shit show 76. It's
Yep.
America.
Merca.
Hopefully, 2021 will bring better everyone.
Nope.
chip,
Nope.
chip, chip. No. We're keeping
Okay,
that
I'm
to
done
ourselves.
talking.
Nope.
Go.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Hey, everybody. Thanks again for listening to our show tonight. If you want more information, you can find it at facebook.com/My Drunken Confessions.